What's up, you guys? It's Cece back with another video, and for today's video we are going to go through my interviewing routine. All right, I'm so excited for this one. Hey guys, do me a favor, stop what you're doing and click that subscribe button. I'm really trying to get to 10,000 followers on Instagram. I need you to head over and give me a follow. Thanks in advance. Now on to the video. So if it's your first time watching, welcome. My name is Cece and I am a corporate HR business partner here in Cleveland, Ohio. We talk about productivity on this channel. We talk about our corporate careers. We throw in some beauty and lifestyle stuff. So if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. All right, so today is a very exciting and pretty nerve-wracking day also because I do have a job interview. Now, I have job interviews set up for today, and I also have 4 back-to-back job interviews set up for tomorrow for 2 different tech companies. I'm very excited. I will be staying in the human resources space, but obviously switching companies and also switching industries altogether, and it's pretty cool, right? So I'll reveal the companies at another time, but I wanted to walk you guys through what my interviewing routine is and all of that. In one of the last videos I posted, we talked about makeup, my makeup routine for an interview or for work events. I'll post that video right up here so you guys can see that. I'm not going to go through that again, but as you can see, I have very simple, minimalistic makeup, right? No eyeshadow. Not that all eyeshadow is bad, but I choose not to wear eyeshadow. I choose to wear a clear lip gloss or lip balm and just very simple face makeup. Very minimal jewelry. I am going to put my ring on just to cover my tattoo right here. Not saying you have to for all companies, but I just like to cover up my tattoos during interviews. And I'm just wearing a simple sweater. Both of these are more casual companies. They even stated it when they send over like the little interview guide and kind of how to prepare. They stated that they were casual companies, so no need for a suit and tie is what they said. So I'm taking that to be just nice and cleanly dressed. So I have on a nice neutral sweater with a simple necklace. So right now I have about 50 minutes until my first interview. What I like to do is just make sure my desk space is clean. I'm going to clean up my background here behind me, even though they're not going to see my background, because if you have a Zoom interview or Microsoft Teams, you can change your background if you didn't know. But I'm going to clean up my background a little bit. I'm going to clean up this desk area, and then I'll show you guys what we're going to do next. So what you just saw me doing is clearing off my desk space, but also setting up my lighting, make sure everything looks good. And I also got onto the platform, so we're using Google Meet for our interview. So I got on the platform just to make sure that everything looked good. My webcam was working, the lighting looks good. If you want to change the backgrounds, like Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and Zoom, those are the 3 platforms that I've used for interviews. And so when you get on, you can change the background of your settings. So there's so many different like animated backgrounds. I usually keep it simple and I just do the background blur, and so it's my background but it's blurred, so only I'm like in focus, right? And you want to have a clean, you know, a pretty clean minimal background, a clear a really clear webcam. Just make sure the webcam is wiped off, make sure your microphone is working so everyone can hear you, everyone can see you, and things just go smoothly from there. You don't want to be that person that signs on and goes, oh, I'm sorry, I had technical issues, blah 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 blah, because you didn't do your due diligence beforehand. So I always do that a little bit beforehand, and then I set out all my documents. What documents do I set out? Of course, I have my interview prep guide, of course, because that's very important. All right, all of my information is on here. I have it filled out, and obviously I use it as well. I think this is super helpful because those questions that you always get asked, that you know they're going to ask you in some form throughout the interview, are on this prep guide, and you can already have them written down. And even if you don't look at it, just writing things down helps you remember them and be able to regurgitate them better. So that's always on sale, y'all. Link in the description box. It is only $5. I would encourage you to check it out. Of course, I also have the job description here, and I have all of the like strong points written out. This position is for another HR business partner position for today's interview. And I also have I'm a crazy person, right? So this is what I do. It helps keep me, it just helps keep me focused. I put up little post-it notes on my computer screen. So I've already prepped for this interview. I usually prep the day before, and then I do some more prep beforehand. And so here's my computer screen. I put post-it notes up here. Obviously, don't put them over the camera and be able to see your interviewer, but when you put post-it notes up on the screen, for me, it just gives me confidence, because if I need to quickly, if I'm going blank, if I need to quickly remember an example or something like that, I will have it up on the screen and I can quickly dart my eyes and look at it. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes it easier. That's just a little tip to do, and you can just put it on your screen and no one knows the wiser. FYI. I would also encourage you to invest in a webcam. So not just the camera on your computer, unless you have like a really nice computer. The webcams on the computers usually suck. So this webcam was like 30 bucks on Amazon. If you do a lot of, even if you just do a lot of like WebEx meetings for work, see if your job will pay for you a nicer webcam so you can just look a little better and look a little clearer on camera. Okay? All right, let me finish my prep and I'm gonna get ready for this interview. All right, you guys, so it is 5 minutes before the interview is set to start, and I'm about to jump on here. For those of you who haven't been watching and who don't know, I'm in the middle of a dental procedure, so I have to wear this like partial until April, and if I don't, I'm like missing a tooth right here until they can put my crown in. So that's why I'm talking like this, but I don't want to come off like I'm missing a tooth, you know? So even though I am. I am. So we're about to jump on here 5 minutes before, I think is a good rule of thumb, and wish me luck. I always get so nervous during interviews, y'all. I come off confident, but I still get nervous. Like, seriously. I find that the more I get into, I guess the more senior my roles become, the more I forget to go back down and really, you know, build from the bottom and say, okay, what would I have done 5 years ago? I'm making this too hard. And I have to really reel myself back sometimes and say, what is a simple answer? You know, because most of the time it is a simple answer. I think with anyone, you're gonna have times where you don't agree all the time. You're gonna have those times where I mean, you think your idea is the best, they think their idea is the best, but in the end, the common goal is always at the forefront, and as long as you're keeping that at the forefront, you'll get it together. All right, y'all, so I just got off of my interview. I think it went really well. Me and the recruiter, this one is an initial interview. Me and the recruiter vibed really well, and I liked their interview style because it wasn't like the traditional interview questions. Tell me about a time when, describe a time how, you know, it wasn't those traditional behavioral questions. It was really a conversation. Like, I walked her through kind of my career journey and how I got started in human resources, and just how I progressed through the years through my career, and we really had a two-sided conversation, so it was really nice. So she said she'll be in touch either tomorrow or Monday with next steps, but the interview that I have tomorrow, this one is final steps. So you guys remember back in like October, November, when I kept telling you guys, and I'm like, look, I have this opportunity that I've been waiting on, that I'm just so excited about. Excuse me, but I can't speak on it. Well, it's come back up. It was on pause for a minute. So it's come back up now, and it was actually an interview for the tech company that I'm interviewing with tomorrow. And I went through several rounds of interviews, and I have these final interviews tomorrow. So it's actually 4 people I need to speak with back to back to back to back. 2 hours worth of interviews. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow, but I'm going to wake up. I'm going to make myself a nice breakfast, and I'm going to prepare a little more tonight, but basically I'm going to be ready, and I'll take you guys through everything we have to go through tomorrow. And I'm not going to reveal the companies just yet, but I'll tell you guys about those later in another video. So pray for me when you see this video, and yeah, that's that. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Guys, good morning. It is day 2 of interviews for me, and I am just about to make myself some coffee. I have about an hour and a half, a little under an hour and a half before I start interviewing, so I just wanted to make some coffee and start my hair and makeup. I'm gonna do the same makeup process that I did yesterday. Goodness gracious, can't find my creamer. I'm gonna do the same makeup process that I did yesterday. Super clean, minimal, and simple. And I have a matching sweater to the one I wore yesterday. It's just in like a cream color, so I'm gonna wear that as well. Simple necklace, simple jewelry, and kind of give off the same vibe. I was feeling myself yesterday. I feel like I did a really good job at the interviews yesterday, and I'm hoping that today's interviews also feel as comfortable as yesterday's did. I felt very comfortable with the interviewer yesterday. Okay, I felt very comfortable with the interviewer yesterday, and I really feel like that aided in my confidence. So like I tell you guys all the time, like, interviewing is definitely a skill. It's definitely something that, like, for me at least, I can't just get up there and start talking, right? I have to really prepare for it. And so that's what I've been doing this morning. I've just been reading over some of my notes and prepping myself. Of course, using my interview guide still, but I've just been prepping myself for just anticipating some of the questions that I think the interviewers may ask me. They're very short interviews, so they're only 30 minutes, probably a little less after because I'll probably a tad bit less than 30 minutes, and that goes really fast in interview time, right? That's barely time to ask many questions. So just wish me luck. I'm hoping that things turn out. I have been waiting on this opportunity for months, and I'm so happy that it came back around, and I'm ready to go. So let me make this coffee, and then we'll do some hair and makeup. So FYI, I have been using the Planet Oat oat milk creamer. This one is in caramel, and it's actually really, really good. I've been using that for my iced coffee, and this is the first time I've tried the Dunkin' iced coffee original. That's pretty good too. So yeah, let's go get dressed. So this is what I'm going to wear for the interview. Obviously, keep in mind it's a virtual interview, so I just have on a pair of jeans, my slippers, and this sweater that I got from Target last year. And it is a very casual environment. They even tell you in the, the interview packet, it says kind of same thing, no need for a suit and tie is what it says. So I have on a nice sweater, a nice necklace. Again, I'm going to put on my wedding ring. Very minimalist type deal as far as clothing, as far as hair, as far as makeup. That's how I like to keep it. And then just to give you guys a little close-up of the makeup, if you haven't seen it, well, if you didn't see it yesterday, I guess, here's just a little close-up. I did the same thing today. I have on some lip balm, very, again, minimal face, foundation, concealer, powder, blush, bronzer, highlighter, and you don't have to do all that if you don't want to. That's just kind of my routine. So I'm doing that, or I did that, and then I have on this necklace from Ana Luisa, like I had on yesterday. Y'all know I love me some Ana Luisa. I think my discount code still works, so I'll leave it down below, but I love me some Ana Luisa. And then I'm just going to put on Old Faithful perfume. Not that they can smell me through the screen, but I've been putting on perfume every single day, and so y'all know this Ellis Brooklyn is definitely Old Faithful. I love this perfume so much. I also just did a video of my favorite perfumes for the winter time and my favorite scents, and I also did a perfume haul in that video. So if you guys missed that one, you should check it out because there's some good ones in there. I'm gonna probably try to do that every spring, summer, and then every fall, winter. Try to show you guys my favorite perfumes because I have been addicted to perfumes, like seriously. I'm gonna put on some deodorant too. again. Not that she can smell me through the screen, but I haven't put on deodorant today. So there's that, and I think we are all ready. I have about 45 minutes before the first interview. Like I said, it's like one Zoom link, but they're back to back to back to back. So I guess people are going to keep joining the link every 30 minutes. So 2 hours worth of hardcore interviewing. I will definitely give you guys a little sneak peek into the interviews, but I'm excited. I'm very excited. Both of these companies, like I said, they're tech companies. So both of them are definitely like dream companies for me. They're huge companies, and they are the type of companies that I've been kind of, I guess, kind of prepping myself to work toward, to get to. You know what I mean? Let's go in the other room and we'll have a little chat about confidence, because so I make these videos, right? And you guys, for some reason, seem to think that I have all the confidence in the world when it comes to myself and my abilities and everything like that. And I am, for the most part, pretty confident. I know what I bring to the table. I know my worth. I do the work and the research to know kind of what's out there on the market and what I should be looking for. But at the same time, I still get hesitant about that stuff too, y'all. And so I feel like I've been kind of working myself up toward and working to this point to get to a company like this, or companies like this. So I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous, but I think I got this. I think I got this. So I'm gonna do some more prepping. I have like everything sitting out here. I'm gonna do some more prepping, and it's almost time. All right, y'all, so we're about 25 minutes out, and I'm sitting here just making sure that the lighting is fine, making sure that my webcam looks good on the Zoom, doing the blurry background effect. I told you guys, anytime you can do a background for your Zoom, unless you have a blank wall behind you, I would just recommend doing the blurry background effect. It just puts you into focus, and it's my favorite one. They have it on Zoom, they have it on Microsoft Teams, they have it on Google Meet, because that's what I used yesterday, and it just makes things much simpler. You don't have to worry about what's in your background, because I still got junk in my background and I need that stuff for when I get off. So I just did the blurry background. You can't see it at all. You don't want your background just to be full of crap, you know, but yeah, I'll show you guys. You know what, that's perfect. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. So this is how it looks like right here when you have the blurry background on. So I'm in Zoom, and you can see my background is blurred out. I'm looking good. I didn't even have to put my ring light. I usually would have my ring light on, but it looks really good right here, so I don't have to do that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, I keep the Zoom meeting on one side of the screen, right? I'm gonna turn this off right now, but I keep the Zoom meeting on one side of the screen, and then on the other side, I just pull up my resume. So when I have I'll have the Zoom meeting over here, my resume over here, and then I can, you know, if I need to glance at a fact or something, or they're asking me to go through my resume, I can quickly go through it and it's right in my face, and I don't have to like look down at my notes or my papers or anything like that. So that's a really fun tip. Or if you just have a notes page with let me turn this around. Okay, or if you just have a notes page that maybe you typed out with like different notes or points that you want to bring up that you don't want to forget, because again, this is like, interviewing is a stressful situation, so sometimes you blank out, sometimes you forget. So having your stuff right in front of you is the best way to go, right? So if you just want to have a notes page that you typed out, you can put it on the other side of your screen. Anything like that is helpful, you know, and most of the time you're probably not even going to have to look at it. It's just nice to have it there, and it gives you that extra boost of confidence that we can all use during the interview process. Okay, I'm giving y'all all my interview secrets, so I hope y'all taking notes. All right. And if you know anybody who needs these type of tips, make sure you refer them to this channel, share this video, and of course, if you have not, go ahead and subscribe, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna put you back on the tripod. T-minus 22 minutes, and I'll catch you guys for the interview.
Yes. I think I came across everything, like I said, everything under the sun when I was there. But I had such an amazing team, and it was just such a great group of people to work with. So I love that position. And then about 3 years ago, well, I would say probably about 3.5 years ago, I just started thinking about my future and really where I wanted to go, and there wasn't a lot of growth there for me unless I wanted to move to Detroit, which just was not an option for me. And I am really the strategic partner for those leaders, and I'm helping to, you know, guide them through different situations. We're partnering on org design and employee relations, of course. I'm really that one-stop shop HR person for those functions. Everything but benefits and payroll comes to me.
Okay, y'all. 2 hours worth of interviewing done, and I feel like they went really well. I'm excited about this possibility, honestly. I'm hoping I can get an offer next week, but I'm gonna send out my thank you notes. So after every interview, I do like to send out thank you notes within 24 hours. So I actually just sent a thank you note for the interview that I had yesterday, and I'm going to make a run, and then probably later on before the night is over, I'll send thank you notes actually before 5 o'clock, because I want them to see them before the weekend. Since it's Friday, I'll send thank you notes to the 4 people that I had today. So the biggest piece of advice, the biggest thing that I have that I don't think I've said so far, I interview with 4 people back to back, right? So when you interview with more than one person for the same position, try not to use the same example for all the questions that they're giving, right? Show that you have a well-rounded background and that you have more than one example to pull from. And that's what I tried to do. I think I duplicated an example once, but it was for a different reason. I hit it at a different angle, but I try not to duplicate the same situations, because when they do get together and talk about all the candidates, they're going to talk about their experiences. They're going to look in their notes and they're going to say, this person told me about this situation. This person gonna be like, oh, she talking about that situation too. And they're gonna be like, oh, she talking about that situation too. You don't need everybody telling you about, you don't need to tell everybody about the same situation. So that is something that I could think of. And just send your thank you notes and be as personable as you can. Smile and just try to really connect with the interviewer. That is what I try to do. Even if you're not the most qualified, if you connect with the interviewer and really have a great experience with that person, honey, you have that much more of a chance in making it to the next round, right? Or receiving a job offer. So that is that. Yeah, that's really it. I'm going to leave you guys hanging. I am not going to let you guys know what the outcome of the interviews were, or what companies, or what my next move is. That'll be coming up in an upcoming video, so you just have to stay tuned. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you with all of the tips and taking you through my day, showing you how I incorporate my interview guide and all of my notes and what I do just to feel the most confident in the interviews. So if you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down below. If you want to go through mock interviews with me, of course, you could always book me on a one-on-one career strategy call. The link is down below as well. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.